Hello students. So our next topic is types of ANN architectures. Okay. So by the end of this session, you'll be able to understand about the different types of neural network architectures. So basically we have two types of neural network architectures. Those are feed-forward neural networks and feedback neural networks. Okay. So these are the two types. Let us discuss about these two neural networks. The first one is we have feed-forward neural network. So in feed-forward neural network, as in the name itself, we are having feed forward. That means here signals will travel in only forward direction. That means signals travel in only a single direction. Okay. So these feed-forward neural networks are again categorized into single-layer feed-forward neural network and multi-layer feed-forward neural network. So coming to a single layer feed-forward neural network, this is the architecture of a single layer neural network. As you can see here, we are having only one input layer and one output layer. So there is no hidden layer in between these two layers. So this is a single layer feed-forward neural network. Why this is feed-forward? Because as you can see in this diagram, signals are traveling in only a single direction. That means here inputs will be given into the input layer. Okay, and after that all those information will get processed, and from the output layer we will get the output. With that the processing will get terminated. Okay, so that is why we are calling them as feed forward neural network. After getting the output, the processing will get terminated. Okay, so this is about a single layer feed forward neural network. Now coming to multi-layer feed forward neural network, as you can see, this is the structure of a multi-layer feed forward neural network. So in this we have a input layer, output layer, and in between them we are having a hidden layer also. So that is why this is a multi-layer neural network. Input layer will be only a single layer, output layer will also be a single layer, but whereas hidden layers can be more than one hidden layer. Okay, not just in this neural network, in any neural network we will have only one input layer and one output layer, but hidden layers can be more than one. But in this diagram I have considered only a single hidden layer with k number of neurons. Okay. So this is a multi-layer feed-forward neural network, and this diagram is consisting of input layer, one hidden layer, and one output layer. So what will happen here is, in the input layer, input will be given, and all that information will get processed in the next layer, which is hidden layer. So all the processed information will be converted into output, and from the output layer, we will get the final output, and with that, the processing will get terminated. Okay, so that is why this is a feed forward neural network. As you can see in this diagram, signals are represented with only a single directed arrow. Okay, which represents that this is a multi-layer feed forward neural network. And since here we are having a hidden layer, um, a neural network will be computationally stronger because of hidden layer only. Always remember, it is better to use a multi-layer neural network always instead of a single layer neural network. Okay, so as in this diagram, as we have a hidden layer, our neural network is computationally stronger compared to a single layer neural network. Okay, so this is about a multi-layer feed-forward neural network. And next, coming to second type of neural network, which is a feedback neural network. We can even call these feedback neural networks as recurrent neural networks. Okay, so in feedback neural network, in the name itself, we are having feedback. That means some feedback will be sent back to the previous layers or within the same layer. Okay, so in the feedback neural networks, some feedback will be sent to the previous layers. That is why in the name we are calling it as feedback neural network. And another name for this feedback neural network is recurrent neural networks. Okay, so again these feedback neural networks are categorized into two categories: single layer feedback neural network and multi-layer feedback neural network. So coming to single layer feedback neural network, So this is the diagram of single layer feedback neural network. Again, single layer, right? So that is why we will be having only one input layer and one output layer. As this is a single layer, there will not be any hidden layers in between these layers. Okay. So in singular feedback neural network, what will happen is in the input layer, we will give the input and all that information will get processed, and from the output layer, we will get the output. So after getting the output, sometimes that output again will be sent back to the previous layers. But here we are not having any previous like hidden layers. That is why the feedback will be sent back to the same neurons itself, and again the information will get processed, and then again we will get the output. So feedback means, as you can see in this diagram, after getting the output, all those signals are again, they are traveling back to the network, and then here again processing is done. Okay. So unlike a feed forward neural network, this feedback neural networks will have a memory, will have internal memory to store all the information. That once we get the output, that information will get stored in the internal memory only. Okay. So this is about a singular feedback neural network. And now coming to a multi-layer feedback neural network. This is the diagram of a multi-layer neural network. So here also, uh, since this is a multi-layer feedback neural network, we'll have input layer, output layer, and in between them we'll be having hidden layers. Okay, so hidden layers can be more than one hidden layers. So in this diagram, I've considered only a single hidden layer. So what will happen here is, in the input layer, input will be given. So in the hidden layers, all the information will get processed, and then from the output layer, the output will be given. So after that signal, that information will be traveled back to the previous layers or within the same layer itself, and then again retraining is done. That is again processing will be done, and then we will get the output. Like especially these feedback neural networks are used whenever we are having error in our neural network. We will be discussing about that in our next sessions. Okay. So this is about a multi-layer feed forward, multi-layer feedback neural network. Okay. So I hope this session is clear. Let me just summarize what we have learned till now. So in this session, we have discussed about the different types of neural network architectures. So here we are having two types, feed forward neural network and feedback neural network. So feed forward neural network means signals travel in only one direction. Again, these are categorized into two categories: single layer feed forward and multi-layer feed forward neural network. So single layer feed forward means there will be no hidden layer. There will be only input layer and output layer, and signals will travel in only one direction. Whereas in multi-layer feed forward neural network, there will be hidden layer also. Okay, input layer, hidden layer, output layer. Here also signals will travel in only a single direction. Whereas coming to feedback neural networks, here signals will travel in another both directions. That means the information will get directed back to the previous layers. Again, here we are having two categories: single layer feedback and multi-layer feedback. These feedback neural networks are also called as recurrent neural networks. So in a singular feedback neural network, we'll have only input layer and output layer. So as you can see in this diagram, after getting the output, these signals are again traveled back to the previous layers, and then again processing will be done. So this is a multi-layer feedback neural network. So this is about neural network architecture. So in the next session, let's have a look at artificial neural networks working. Okay. So I hope this session is clear. Thank you.